It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.
It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
With 24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. Welcome to Sporgy, the show that gives you half-ass sports fans giving their half-ass opinions. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Rich.
Oh, number 4, we made it.
Yeah.
We're back.
Had a little bit of a sabbatical, but we're here.
Oh, last time we were together, Prince was still alive. The Red Wings and the Pistons are both in the playoffs.
Kurt Schilling still had a job.
Oh, yeah. I'm Chris.
I'm Rich.
All right. It's recording this on what? Monday, it's May 16th. We're not even going to try to play catch-up for the last 4 weeks. We're just jump into right now.
Let's do it.
You got I think the big thing everyone's talking about. Well, there's a couple things everyone's talking about. We'll start with the nice stuff first. The NBA playoffs. You got the Western Conference Finals, what everyone's talking about. You got Golden State Warriors against the Oklahoma City Thunder. You got Steph Curry. You got Russell Westbrook. You got Kevin Durant. You got Draymond Green. I mean, this is going to be a 7-game series, man.
Is this going to be more exciting than the finals?
If Cleveland doesn't win, yeah. Because you got Cleveland in Toronto in the Eastern.
Oh, if Toronto wins, NBA is going to be so bummed, dude.
If it's Toronto and Oklahoma City, it's just...
Yeah.
That's the sound of boners and ad executives just deflating all across the land.
Yeah, I can imagine that won't go over very well.
Adam Silver's got to be rubbing his nipples, going, please, just hoping for it.
He's going to call in Jeff Galooly to see who'd you hire to fucking take out Nancy Kerrigan here. Take out the whole Toronto starting 5. Just take them out.
But you could look at it too from a media market standpoint. This is turd Final Four. I mean, really, Cleveland, Toronto, San Francisco, well, the Bay Area, and Oklahoma City.
Bay Area's got to win out of those 4, though.
As far as media markets go,
yeah.
I mean, that's probably why they're hoping for LeBron versus Steph Curry.
Well,
so it'll be something the whole country can get into.
Cleveland had a very well-timed 30 for 30 just come out. So I think that was kind of like the Curse of the Bambino that come out in early 2004 before the HBO documentary before the 2004 baseball season that kind of gave Boston a little bit more sympathy. I think that they planned it that way. Like, let's release this around the time of hopefully LeBron working into the finals.
But yeah, and then the whole stuff with it was last week, right? With the MVP stuff.
Yeah,
LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, what is his? Is LeBron on his period this year? Like, is he pissed he went back to Cleveland? What's going on? Like, he got a 30-11 coach fired. I still don't understand that one. Like,
he well, at least this wasn't like his former teammate that was fucking his mom, but it's just a coach he didn't like.
I know, right? Did they ever prove that?
Dude, whatever. It's perception's reality in this world.
Is it where there's smoke, there's fire?
Oh, dude, it's a locker room full of alpha males. Okay, and LeBron may be like King Dingaling swinging around when he's on the court, but I don't think he's like the main ball buster in the locker room.
Oh no, man.
I think he's more comfortable part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Than the leader of the 3-ring circus. So I'm pretty sure he got his balls busted. That's all that matters. I mean, dude, the fucker's sensitive about his hairline. You're LeBron. How many millions do you have? Call fucking Hair Club for Men. Fuck out of here with this fucking sweatband. Like, we don't know what the fuck is underneath that.
Shave your head like every other NBA player.
Yeah, you're a black guy. You get away with that.
Even the white guys do it now, LeBron. It's okay.
Actually, that might make it not okay.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know, man. I know.
I mean,
just from pure interest, I would rather see obviously the marquee matchup, Cleveland and Golden State. That's what I would rather see. But then again, I don't even call myself a casual NBA fan. I talk about the NBA and I pay somewhat attention to it because of this show. It's not a sport that's on my radar.
Same here. I mean,
I know. Should we just call this two white guys and just never talk about the NBA?
See LeBron talking about you think he's going to play till later on in his 30s? Well, I mean, it's already started, sir. You're 31, so
yeah, it's all downhill from here, bud. He's still closer to 30 than 40. He's got a while to go.
Talking about another 5, 2.5.
Nah, I think he could stretch another 5 to where he's.
Damn, he's got 11-year-old.
He started fucking young, sir.
I guess so.
Yes, he did.
So he's got 11-year-old, 8-year-old.
But yeah, I think he could stretch another 5 out of it easy before he stops being relevant and he just is coasting on his name like some player that just retired. Kobe.
But I don't think LeBron's going to end up in that category. As I'll tell you what, Tim Duncan, who right now is in limbo. I know that motherfucker was still playing. Someone brought it up. I'm like, what? He hasn't retired yet?
I was waiting to see,
Then I found out Ginobili and Parker's still playing. I'm like, what? And the Spurs are still good. They are still good.
They're solid, dude. They are solid. They are the Red Wings of the NBA.
They're only 2 years out of a championship, right? They were champion before Golden State won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me.
Against the Heat, which was, that took a couple inches off his fucking LeBron's hairline.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just a solid team, man. That's just a solid, steady-as-you-go team that flies under the radar. They're the Red Wings is not a good, they're like the Patriots. They're not going to win it every year.
But they're just always good.
They're always in the mix.
They draft
somewhere.
well.
Yeah. Even when Brady went down and Castle was his backup and they threw him out there.
Even when you had Jimmy Garoppolo, you're going to fucking have again.
Tom Brady is maybe the last quarterback in the history of the NFL to give white boys hope they can play wide receiver. He's that good. But still.
Yeah, I know, because Wes Welker left the Patriots. He ain't been shit.
No, and he went to the other white boy he thought was going to do it for him, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Manning was like, no, sorry.
No, this is my show.
It don't work that way.
I don't make no stars and no white boys. I need black receivers.
Wow, that's just not racist at all. We're just starting off on the right foot here.
Hey, man, it's true.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can count how many white running backs there are.
It's Peyton to Marvin, Peyton to Reggie.
Yep.
For so many years.
Oh, yeah.
But in Broncos, who's the white guy? Who's the white guy downfield?
You ate Dallas Clark. That's the only honky I'm used to throwing to.
I can't see him. He's blending in.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping for the marquee matchup just because it hopefully some fireworks will get started. I don't know, man. The NBA is. I mean, I know there's teams that hate each other and players that hate each other, but it just seems so friendly these days. I can't get over that. Trading jerseys and hugging and hey, look, sign my shoes.
The good old days of Ron Artest running into the stands and punching a fan.
Not even that. Just what happened to the 80s? And I can't believe
some bad boys, people talking about Bill Lambier's mother.
Hatred. Two teams that hated each other. Celtics and Pistons hated each other. Well, everybody hated the Pistons, but there was you can tell that they did not want the other team to win. And not just because they wanted to win. They just hated the other team. They hated losing to that team more than they loved winning. I guess that's what I don't see as much anymore. I see a lot of people who rather win than hate to lose. And to me, I think hating to lose is a little bit more of a legitimate way to go about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. It's like you
I had to slow it down for copyright issues.
A lot of cats think they hate, man. I mean, I'm mad, I'm mad at everything, man. Brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on a nigga till he's totally broke. It ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's what real hating is all about, man.
Oh, I love that skit.
I was hoping to get I hate you. I hate you.
I don't even know who you are, but I hate you.
Yeah. So you're not feeling the love of the new shiny happy NBA?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm having an old school beef. People can stab on the way to the bus.
Yeah, I kind of want it like that. Bill Hicks said he wants his rock stars dead. I kind of want my NBA players to be a little bit gangster, you know? I mean, come on.
Like that guy fucking LeBron's mom.
Yeah, that kind of it's like, how many times is he going to pass the ball to that motherfucker?
Well, whose side were you on with Swaggy P and whatever the fuck his name was?
His boy should have just, first of all, I got hacked. Kiss my ass, you got hacked, motherfucker. You fucking posted that shit because you're stupid. Because you're part of a generation who lives its entire life in the spotlight and you think that's how it should be. Dummy, you are a professional fucking athlete. You can't do that anymore. It's the Johnny Manziel effect. I can't party at my house. I got a party where people are going to take pictures of me fucking doing coke off of strippers' asses right after rehab.
Oh, he's in big trouble since we last talked. He's been indicted.
For slapping a girl?
Yeah.
I'm not even... Listen to Bill Burr's thoughts on that, and that's all I'm going to say on that.
Once again, Cleveland, Cleveland just taking a beating.
They've been used to it for over 50 years now. Last championship they had, Jim Brown was on that team. That fucker's like going to be 80 soon. Does that tell you how long ago that shit was?
And we see him on TV, don't look a day over 50.
No, he really don't, man.
That's another stereotype you never hear brothers bitching about is black don't crack.
That brother throw you down and beat your ass right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had that friend who was like, I hate Joey Harrington. I think he's a bitch. He's a punk. I kick his ass. I'm like, Joey Harrington would wipe the floor with you, dude. He's a professional athlete who has worked out every day of his life. What do? You sit here, smoke weed, and talk about how you can kick Joey Harrington's ass. That's
donuts.
What you do. Exactly. Have another bong rip, shut the fuck up. You ain't whipping shit.
But, enough about basketball. I mean, we talked about the matchups. I think...
We gave it the obligatory nod.
I don't think you're fucking with Golden State this year. Just that's the one thing I have been paying attention to.
I think we both agreed from the first episode, it's Golden State's to lose.
Yeah.
It's no one else's to win, it's theirs to lose.
Yeah. I mean, they're the best team ever as far as record goes at this point. There's 72 Dolphins of the NBA. And Steph Curry, unanimous MVP. I mean...
That's something I did pay attention to. I'm glad that happened because I'm real tired of this attitude in sports where nothing can be unanimous. Like, no one's a first ballot Hall of Famer. No one's this. I have to vote against it. Why? We all know he was the best player in the NBA. We know that. Vote accordingly. Why are we hung up on no? We have to have a contrarian in the group just because. Just sit down, shut up. You know who the fucking best player was.
Oh yeah, this year absolutely. There's no fucking all you heard about all season.
Even in '96
Steph
Bulls.
Steph Curry.
Even in '96 Bulls, 2 people voted for Penny Hardaway. Really?
2 former sports writers. 2 guys who now talk about when they used to be a sports writer back 20 years ago.
I don't get it. But this is why I don't have a vote in these things. So
the other big news, we did the nice. And I could talk about the naughty. There's a fight yesterday in, where are they playing? Were they in Toronto? They were in Texas?
I think they were in Texas.
Aren't the Blue Jays supposed to be a bunch of docile Canadians?
It's just where the team resides.
Docile Dominicans. We could...
The ALDS, that's where Jose Bautista had the bat flip that we saw over and over again. Bautista's going to second. Comes in hot.
So this all started over, what, a slide?
Yeah, to break up a double play.
Comes everywhere. Kevin Pillar, Josh Donaldson flying in there to help their teammate.
So, has there been beef with these 2 teams all season, or what's going on?
Well, last year during the ALDS,
wow. You see a lot of push.
Batista hit a home run and he did a bat flip, and you're not supposed to do that. It's one of the unwritten rules, and in baseball, it's disrespect. Blah blah blah. So some people on the Rangers took exception to it. Now he slides in hard to second to break up a double play.
So it's more like they got beef with Bautista, the whole Rangers organization.
Yeah, but I mean, you know how it is. Everybody took a fucking page out of D'Antonio's book, and it's the disrespect card. They're disrespecting us. So the whole team, uses his billboard material. Yeah, they use his billboard material. But yeah, what happened? He went in the second hard, hopped up. Other player had a fucking took exception to it, threw a punch that landed. I'm like, damn. Apparently, you never fuck with a Texas Ranger player, because the last time I remember the Rangers getting into a brawl like this, Robin Ventura charged the mound, and Nolan Ryan's 45-year-old ass put him in a headlock and worked that motherfucker.
I remember that shit when I was a little kid.
Yeah, just worked him, dude.
Rangers proven, don't mess with Texas.
Pretty much, man. You won't even remember the Alamo after they get done whooping your ass. It's fucking bad, dude.
Was there a consensus as to who won that fight yesterday, or did the umps break it up?
It was pretty much a good, one solid punch landed and a bunch of, stop it, slap, baseball bullshit. It was not.
So they got back at Bautista is what they wanted to do. Somebody finally popped him in the face.
I guess, but I mean, still, baseball has a bunch of unwritten rules, and to a certain extent, I respect them. Don't bunt to break up a no-hitter or a perfect game. Don't talk to a pitcher unless he talks to you. If he's pitching a no-hitter or a perfect game, shit like that. None of these are in the rule book, but, a guy flipping a bat and, watching a home run he just hit, that is somehow disrespectful. Well, then why doesn't half the league try to beat the shit out of David Ortiz? Oh, that's right. Because that's a big biscuit-eating motherfucker who would stomp their ass into the ground.
Yeah.
Batista's not, he's an athlete, so of course he's in great shape, but he ain't David Ortiz. That motherfucker could climb the Empire State Building.
Oh.
And it would be, and you would not be shocked. It's just a big motherfucker. He's probably 6'4", 300 pounds, and that's mostly muscle.
Look at the bat involved.
I just, seriously. So
break it in half so we can have a stick in each hand.
I don't know. The whole they disrespected us. He flipped the bat and he watched his home run. All right.
Stop being a puss. You got beat.
Then you know what you do? You drill him next time he's at bat. You save yourself 3 pitches and you hit him with the first one. Put him on first and get it the fuck over with. I think it was Don Drysdale said that. Said, why would I waste 4 pitches to walk someone when I can hit him, put him on first with 1? And that's just what you got to do, man. And then if Batista doesn't like it, then you can meet in the middle for your little fucking dance and slap fight that they have in baseball. And I don't think I've really seen a good. That is probably the best baseball brawl I've seen in a better part of a decade. I think in 2005, between 2 teams in 2005 who absolutely had nothing going for them. Kansas City Royals and Detroit Tigers. Farnsworth hit a fucking guy on Kansas City. He charged him out, and Kyle Farnsworth picked up the Kansas City player and suplexed him into the ground. Did some WWE shit and put him into the ground. And we were like, oh shit! We couldn't believe it. We thought it was the greatest thing ever. When we saw it on SportsCenter in the highlights. So
yeah,
that's a good baseball fight. Whereas. Just watch hockey. Seriously, it's I saw a meme earlier today, and I think it really is true. It was baseball fans are oh, what a great brawl, and it showed 2 hockey players with all their teeth missing, smiling at each other, during a fight, and they were oh, aren't you guys cute? You know, and it's yeah, dude, come on, man. That's it'd be like an NBA player getting into a little pushing and shoving, talking about, ooh, that was an MMA fight. I think Conor McGregor would have something to say to you about that. In fact, step your ass in the ring with him. Let's see what you can do, Well,
that's kind of the same attitude I have when I go to New York. You guys have a nice attempt at a bad attitude out here. Where I'm from. How about Bryce Harper getting bounced because of the shit he did at the Tiger game? He got ejected from the Tiger game, in the 9th inning, and still stayed in the dugout. And then when the Nationals won, he came out onto the field and celebrated. He got ejected because he was supposed to be out on the field.
Did he put on a little a disguise at least, like Bobby Valentine did at one time when he put the little mustache on, tried to act like he wasn't Bobby Valentine?
Oh, really?
You never seen that?
No. I got to see this now.
He was manager of the Mets. And he had gotten thrown out of the game, and he went down to the locker room.
Bobby Valentine mustache is a term.
Yes, yeah. And he's sitting there watching the game, and no one's gonna notice that's not him, motherfucker. You're Bobby Valentine
from MLB.com.
MLB Network remembers June 1999.
On June 9th, 1999, the Mets beat Toronto 4-3 in 14 innings.
There were no particularly great pitching or hitting performances during the game. So why are we remembering it? Well,
Mets.
Because in the 12th inning, Mike Piazza was called for catcher's interference. Mets manager Bobby Valentine was ejected for arguing the call. Still, so far, nothing all that extraordinary, but here's where it gets interesting. Instead of watching the rest of the game from the clubhouse, Valentine had another idea. Several minutes after being tossed, Bobby V showed up in the dugout looking like this.
Bobby Valentine in the dugout.
What?
His bizarre Groucho Marx with sunglasses look.
I know, and it's at night, too, in an extra innings game, and he's wearing sunglasses.
But here at the MLB Network, we believe it's always worth noting when a manager dons a disguise during a game. Now, we're unable to note any other occasion when this actually...
Did you just draw down with the shit you put on under your eyes?
I don't know. Maybe it is eye black. I never thought of that.
On June 9th, 1999.
I know, like, can you... Okay, none of the bench coaches, none of the players. Hey, Skip, you might want to go back into the locker room. Come on, man. See, I kind of wonder if that was on purpose on his end, just to break up the monotony of a baseball season to his guys.
How long did it take you to grow that mustache?
Here's the Mets. It's not the Mets that are of right now. It was the Mets in the late 90s.
Was it the year that they went to the... Didn't they go to the series in 2000? Or in 99? Against the Yankees? Weren't we in Specs watching that?
No, I don't think that was the Subway Series.
Was that 2000?
When the Subway Series happened, I was living in Kalamazoo. So, yeah, I think it
had to be 2000.
Post-2000. Oh, hey. I heard there's this thing called the Internet. I could look it up on. Enjoyed Nirvana. I could look this up. 2000 World Series.
2000?
Okay. Yeah, Yankees, Mets. The Bronx versus Queens. Brooklyn, fuck you. You don't get a baseball team. We're gonna move yours to L.A.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's weird, though. Everyone's fucking Yankees fans, and everyone mostly lives in Mets territory.
Well, that's because a lot of people are front-running douchebags.
Yeah.
Seriously, honestly. Season tickets, 2005, Detroit Tigers. Lots of seats to choose from. And no usher was ever going, wait a minute, your seats are in the Skyline, the $5 seats. When I sat behind home plate.
You're sitting on Woodward Avenue.
Yeah, no, none of that. I'd sit literally behind home plate, and no one would even look at me. Not even twice. I got so close to the dugout one time. I remember it was Tigers and
bumming a smoke
Orioles
from Leland.
No, it was Leland. This was when Trammell was still.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But we were sitting on the Orioles side where the dugout is, so along the first baseline, and a kid leaned over and was like a foul ball got hit into the dugout, and a kid was trying to grab it. And one of the Oriole players grabbed it and then sat back down. And he was like, "Can I get that ball? Can I get that ball, mister? Excuse me, sir, can I get that ball?" And, I might have had a couple, drinks at the time. And I was like, "Give him the fucking ball!" And all of a sudden I just saw the ball fly out of the dugout to the kid's hand. That was with a $5 seat. I know all about bandwagon fans, trust me.
It's back when you'd buy a $5 pizza, get a $5 seat.
Yeah, right. Giving away the tickets. That shit's gone now.
Well,
actually, did you hear that Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcons are slashing their concession prices?
We were going to talk about that, but I said, well, we're still on the baseball. I mean, we're talking. Should we address it? The dumpster fire that is the 2016 Detroit Tigers team.
Oh God. I don't even know where to start, man.
I mean, it is not even June 1st, and they have already been talking about fucking firing the manager for a month.
Yeah. I don't think Awesomeness is going to survive the year. It's very much like
this is audio from the Tigers last week.
Actual audio.
The game where we lost 1-0.
Jeez, dude, where's your run support, dude? Your run support, where is it?
Yeah.
Remember when Scherzer was on the team and he would get massive run support and never need it?
Hey, remember when he struck out 20 Tigers last week?
Oh, God, dude. Just another in a long tradition of former players coming back to just butt fuck their former team here in Detroit. I cannot believe it.
Why'd we let that guy get away? Should have kept that man.
Too much money. They saw what happened with Verlander.
He was pitching above his pay scale. It's true.
Yeah, but he made the right move for a pitcher his age, if you ask me. He moved from the American League to the National League. most pitchers that move from the National League to the American League find out that not pitching against a person who never hits but once every 5 days, it's not going to do it. Having to pitch against a DH is going to fuck your stat line up. And Scherzer went from American League back to, actually, he did come from the National League, come from Arizona, back to the National League. So he did the right move for him. But I don't think Scherzer wanted to be here. I think it was a David Price thing. Except for I think Scherzer actually liked people here, whereas David Price was just fuck Detroit.
Yeah. So you think Ausmus is going to see the All-Star break? Depends on his June.
I don't know, man. It's all up to Avila. I don't know. It's Avila when he played. His son's name's the same, but we call him Avila, so whatever. It's all up to him, and I'm not really sure what kind of general manager he is. I do know that I think there's going to be... I mean, if this season goes down in absolute flames, there's going to be some sort of... There should be some sort of fire sale.
I heard on one of the sports stations today, I don't know if you remember which one, but we're still on your topic. Who do you think... Well, I don't think they took calls. I think they mentioned it. Who do you think the next coach is going to be fired in Detroit's going to be?
Oh.
I mean...
Blashill will get one more season unless...
Who?
Blashill. Jeff Blashill. Red
Wings?
Wings?
Oh, man. I'm behind on hockey. Apparently Babcock's not our coach anymore.
Babcock's in Toronto, man.
Damn.
Another dumpster fire, but he's slowly trying to put something together with, I think Shanahan's their GM out there. Or president of operations or something like that.
And all these other Red Wings are going to front offices and killing it.
Exactly. Which shows you that Ken Holland was a good GM at one point. I think he's lost it. But anyways, I think it's definitely Ausmus. Ausmus... Well, if it's a dumpster fire and it's really bad, I mean, if it's really bad, he'll get it during the season.
I don't think Van Gundy's getting fired anytime soon.
No. Caldwell, just because
depends on the season.
The season starts.
It's number 3.
It starts so later. I think he's first on the hot seats. Ausmus, Caldwell, Blashill, and then Van Gundy. I think is pretty secure. There was actually forward progress.
Yeah, there's forward progress in Van Gundy. He's probably the safest.
The Wings plateaued and have plateaued. They're in the playoffs, but they're out in the first round for 2 years in a row. Tigers are actually regressing, and the Lions are the Lions. They're just yes. I don't know how anyone.
That's the team song.
I just don't. I know. Fuck it. Forward down the field. No, just play that.
It's shorter. You only got to hire a tuba player. You don't need a band and a singer.
Well, on top of that, because every time they score, something bad's going to happen when the other team gets the ball.
Exactly.
So, hey, we scored. Wah, wah. It's like Debbie Downer, oh, God, now put our defense out there. Put our special teams out there.
2010 with the process? Hey, you won. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, you got to be a little bit quicker than that. Quicker than that.
Yeah, like the commercial. I'll cut you $1.
No, but yeah, definitely Ausmus is number 1 on that hot seat. And, I mean, he should be. But then again, I don't know why he was hired. If you want him, the only team he had ever managed in baseball
was his son's Little League team.
No.
His wife's softball team.
The Israeli team in the World Baseball Classic.
Really?
And that's not an Israel. Team Israel didn't have Sandy Koufax as their number 1 pitcher, okay? Who the fuck was on Team Israel? I don't know. Anybody? Crickets. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's how come they were comfortable making him the manager of that. So why we would put him in there? I get it.
Or Jews in sports joke I'm too tired to make.
But seriously, I mean, I get it. They put him in there because, well, he's, you got a good baseball mind. And like a lot of guys, Leland before him, a lot of managers, he was a catcher. Catchers, you tend to be the quarterback on the field. So they understand,
hey, man, I gotta say to
how
you,
the game goes.
Is whatever job you got hired for, where they got hired for the shit you thought you could do. Most of the jobs I've ever got hired for, I got hired on what I had done before.
Yeah. Or we're currently capable of doing.
The job I got hired on to be of what they think I could do? My first job. Hey, we think you can answer phones and make pizzas. 15-year-old Chris.
We think that, well, for me it was, we think that you'll actually be able to run a register and restring guitars and tune them.
Yeah.
And I was, so yeah.
Like for baseball, shouldn't his first gig should be like, we think you can manage the Toledo Mud Hens.
Exactly. Make him a bench coach. You know?
Or we think you can be the first base coach for the Lansing Lugnuts. Shouldn't it be something like that?
It's just, I don't get it. But then again, we've kind of touched on this before. Detroit, especially Mr. Ilitch, he's a very loyal guy to people in sports. And all I can say is when
Brandon Inch.
When Osmus was here before as a player, Mr. I must have really liked him.
He's got some pictures of him. Maybe gave him a handy.
Ooh, that's not a mental picture I want right there. But yeah, pretty boy Osmus. Yeah, he's definitely, I think, on the way out. He's the one that's got to be. He's got to be on the hot seat more than even Caldwell. Man, Caldwell is just, he's there. Like, I honestly think he's a stopgap measure. He is just a placeholder until a better coach comes along.
He's there just to not have a worse record than the year before.
Yeah. I mean, hey, 500, keep the asses in the seats. Don't tank too bad, and you have a job until we find something better. And people are like, oh well, he went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl with someone else's team.
Yeah,
I mean,
he went to school. Yeah, took Tony Dungy 2.0 to the playoffs.
Exactly, and like same thing with Gruden. I like Gruden. But Gruden, he's a Super Bowl winning coach with Tony Dungy's guys and his defense. And
so they say Tony Dungy should have 3 more rings than he has,
and
or 2 more rings.
Yeah, and Monty Kiffin's fucking defense, and yeah. So don't give me that shit. He didn't fucking do a whole lot. He knew what play the Raiders would go to because he had fucking taught Gannon that play himself and beat it in, and they didn't change the offense up when the new coach come in.
Well, I think we all know. I think the NFL kind of maybe has Gruden's number because you've seen how many coaching vacancies have come up in the last 5 years. And Jon Gruden just keeps showing up on Monday Night Football.
But it never gets presented at that. It always gets presented as,
he's happy. He's staying.
Yeah, he wants.
No, it's probably his publicist spinning it because his phone ain't ringing.
Thank you. It's all bullshit spin because, yeah, he's like, well, what if I did put myself out there? What if I did quit? What if I went all in and quit Monday Night Football and said I want to get back into coaching? What would happen if he didn't get hired? He looked like a fucking idiot.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, God. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, he looked like a fucking idiot. And these guys' egos are huge. There's no way he could take that hit. Especially Gruden, one of the 50 most beautiful people, blah, blah, blah. That motherfucker was happy about being named one of the 50 most beautiful people in 2002.
Just be happy with your cushy TV gig and fuck, Strange Milfs.
What is it, Tony?
For 17 weeks at the end of the year,
No, he's a happily married man. I'm sure none of that happens in his family. Come on now. I'm sure.
Hey, we already know his publicist is lying.
But Mike Tirico, didn't he just fucking quit Monday Night Football? Didn't he leave ESPN?
Oh, he did?
I thought I heard that. Boy, I'm really going out on a limb on that one if I don't have confirmation.
He's going to NBC Sports.
I thought I heard that. Yeah.
Oh, he's expected to be the play-by-play guy. Oh, Thursday Night Football, moving to NBC. Good. I can watch it on the road. The hotel doesn't get the NFL Network. I won't be fucked.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I mean, so that leaves obviously we don't know because we just confirmed to ourselves that he left Monday Night Football. They can't give that to Gruden to be the number one guy.
Oh, now we got to go down this rabbit hole.
I'm just saying, Gruden is not a number one guy. He's a solid color guy, but
oh no, they're rubbing his cock, or do they do it every draft with Jon Gruden's football camp?
Yeah, quarterback camp.
Yeah,
ever since he's been on, I think ever since he's left actually the Bucs. Well, since he was fired, I think he's done it.
Okay, so it wasn't just like they're fluffing him up, giving him his own little segment.
No. It goes back quite a few years. I remember him. So you have here you go, blah blah blah, and then you go 48 left, Oklahoma right, 15 YX into the out slant and blah, blah. What were you thinking here? And I'm just going, I don't understand what none of that shit means, dude. You realize that we're not fucking professional athletes, right? But it's a fun show to watch because, I mean, he has all the top quarterbacks you think that were going to be, in the draft. I mean, is Gruden even still in?
Oh, I guess somebody's been announced. Yeah, Sean McDonough will be replacing Mike Tirico. It's May 9th, so it's been out for like a week.
Oh.
Hey, the casual, it's the sports podcast for the casual sports fan.
Exactly.
So we are keeping it real fucking casual this week.
Keeping it 100, son.
When are they going to move this shit back to free TV?
Never.
Never?
No. It's like anything else. Once they find out you'll pay for it, they never give it back to you. We'll never not have to have health insurance in some way ever again. It's just like car insurance. New Hampshire's the last state in the U.S. to where you don't have to have car insurance. And when that state goes, there will never again be a time in this country where you do not have to carry car insurance to drive a car to register it.
Hey, man, I have a retort to what you just said.
What's up?
Porn. We figured that shit out.
Don't get in the way of jerking off. Free entertainment. Entertainment is basically, people just look at it like it's free anymore.
I know, right?
Like, it's amazing to me. I can't count how many people who I don't think are technologically savvy enough to hop online and cover their tracks to go download a good copy of a movie still in theaters that say, I'll just download it and watch it. I'm like, you don't know what a proxy is. You don't know what a Tor browser is. You don't know none of this shit.
Got 2 words for you. Peer blocker.
I'm just saying, they don't care. That's how much they don't care. That's how much it's not that big of a deal to steal this shit anymore.
Dude, we got a letter from our internet provider.
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, Aaron downloaded a movie and didn't have his peer blocker on. And the internet provider was like, hey, you downloaded copyrighted material. We saw that. Don't do that anymore.
Whoops.
Yeah. I mean, too, but also it was a real big brothery moment. It's like, damn.
But, I know, right?
But you forget, I mean, everything on computers is tracked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, everything you do on computers is tracked. Oh.
Yeah, that's where you have to, not that I know anything about this. I'm
search histories in my early 20s. Oh, man. I'm still out there.
I'm speaking hypothetically. That's how come you have to not put anything onto your computer. If it's a streaming site and you just watch something that someone else broke the copyright by posting it, I don't think they can legally come after you. If you download it, then you're taking possession of it. Yeah. Then you're taking possession of it illegally, because I've heard stories that if you don't want to pay for the NFL Network or you don't want to get the Sunday ticket,
stories you say,
that you can go online and there are sites that stream every football game. And you can even watch it
too.
You can watch it from, let's say it's Detroit and Tampa. You can either watch the Detroit broadcast, if it's a local one, or you can watch the Tampa broadcast.
Well, we had a discussion similar like this on the Weisman podcast, Tuesday and Fridays, ChristopherMedia.net, and iTunes. But it was, nowadays, if you're paying for something, you're just paying for convenience. Like, there's 2 classes of people downloading anymore. It's, fuck that, I'm getting it for free, I don't want to pay for it. And there's like, I could get it for free, but I'd rather just pay a couple bucks for the convenience of getting it and downloading it, and I'll be watching it within 120 seconds.
And
of deciding I want to watch it, instead of they know the effort the free version takes, and it's going to take. I'm starting to fall into that category lately. Like, man, then I got to go and look it up, and then I got to make sure I can get a good bit rate. And
if you have a couple extra bucks, let's be honest. If you're one of those people who are like, fuck it, I'm not paying for it, you don't care how much money's in the bank, we're not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you right now. You're never going to fucking change. You are the way you are. Good luck. Hope you never get caught, whatever. But if you're the type of person who's poor, and then you find yourself, you have a couple bucks, especially if you've ever worked in an industry where a lot of it is, hey, can't afford to pay you, but it'll be good exposure. Come do your thing for us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
It'll be good exposure for you to play to my waitresses and my fucking dishwashers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And by the way, you have to, even though we're not going to pay you, you have to do all the marketing and promoting and everything else. But anyways, that's
even worse.
It's another podcast, dude. Come on.
You pack the play. I'm finishing this rant. You pack the place, and then you get, they're all not here for you. The fuck do you mean they're all not here for us? I can name like every motherfucker standing on the back wall.
And on top of that, did you see that you put us second and your bar cleared out after we got off stage?
Yeah.
Not that either of us have experienced this before, but that's beside the point.
All right, yeah, get off sports, sports ball.
But yeah, just pay the couple extra bucks. But I mean, still, it's I think it's bullshit. Didn't they change the blackout laws? I believe they did, to where they don't black out local games anymore if they're not sold out. How much fucking, really, NFL, really? You print money, basically. You've been a nonprofit for how many fucking years? You really need to do this to your own fans? Buy a ticket. Go see the fucking shitty product. Pay $25 for parking. Walk a mile to the stadium in shitty weather. Spend $10 on a fucking beer. Really? Really?
Yeah, the NFL did lift the blackout rule for the 2015 season.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was last season was the first season. but there you go. There's a topic that I recently got into with someone talking about. It is ridiculously expensive to go to sporting events anymore.
Oh, yeah, like, it's to the point where, like, work offers me free tickets. It's like, yeah, tickets are free, but still, I don't feel like dropping the Hyundai tonight. You know?
Exactly. Oh, well, you can park in the $5 lot a mile and a half away. Then I got to walk a mile and a fucking half.
When someone gives me sports tickets now, I feel like I've been asked to be in their wedding. Like, oh, Jesus. Like, oh, fuck, this is going to be $1,000.
I actually went to the last Red Wings game I went to. I managed to get in and out, and I got something to eat. Not at the game, but between parking, getting something to eat with the person I took, and money I spent at the game, I got out and I only spent about $75, and I thought I got off pretty good. And those tickets were free to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I got off pretty light. So. Think about that. Now, if I'd have bought the tickets,
yeah, if you get free tickets nowadays, it's if you're trying to roll like poor, it's $50.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, if you're trying to be frugal with your money, it's still $50 a day.
Well, that's what I said. You know,
so any sporting event I go to anymore, I get fucking loaded before I go to it.
Pre-game. You got to preload, baby. That's exactly. Shit, that's been that way for the last 20 years for me. But
like, I'll buy a fifth, drink half of it in the parking lot where I bought it, drive to the game, drink the other half of the fifth before I walk in.
That's the one thing I can say you don't see at Tigers games anymore. Before they got good in 2006, you would go, and you would literally be stepping on plastic pints of Mohawk. Just in the aisles, because people would sneak the shit in, and no one gave a fuck. Everyone knew what they were doing. But, and you could smoke in the crowd. It was great, because there was no one around you for fucking 25 yards in any direction. Who's going to fucking complain? Nobody. But, I mean, not that I did any of that, because that's against the rules. And, I wouldn't.
We're law-abiding citizens on this podcast.
We are normal tax-paying citizens. But, yeah, man, just the cost of games, and I cannot fucking believe it. And the cost of everything. That's how come when I went to the last Red Wings game I went to, the friend I took, she was like, you want to get something to eat? And I'm like, yeah, we can hit Lafayette after the game.
Yeah.
Not a problem. But I'm not, I'm
good on my $15, $5 pizza.
Yes, thank you. That's a size of a medium. Or are they the same size?
No, it's the size of a medium.
That's what I thought.
It's a 12-inch. Well, I guess while we're talking about it, at least the Atlanta Falcons, we mentioned it before, are going to offer the lowest concession prices for Major League Sports teams in 2017.
Makes me almost want to go to a Falcons game, and I hate the fucking Falcons because they're in the same division as my Bucks.
A bottomless soda, which will come with free and unlimited refills. What do you think? Without looking at the screen.
10. For bottomless?
Yeah.
Less or more?
Fucking $2.
$2?
$2 for a bottomless soda, free and unlimited refills.
Oh, okay, hold on a second.
Same cost as a bottle of water, popcorn, and a pretzel. Slice of pizza, peanuts, and fries will be $3 each. Cheeseburger will be $5. Chicken tenders basket will be $6. Oh, look, we got the whole menu. $3 nachos. Or a souvenir for Coca-Cola, $4. You get plastic glass.
I was going to say,
take home. Keep till you're 37. Get it when you're 12.
Keep till you're married. Your wife goes, why do we have these still?
$3 waffle fries.
Dude, $2.
$5 beer. It's Bud Light, but still $5. Oh, this may be a one-season experiment.
Yeah, I think the beer's going back up eventually.
Yeah.
But no, bottomless fucking cup of pop for fucking $2. You know the problem is? I got to get up and get it. That's the biggest problem I have. I mean, that is first world problems.
We don't know
point,
this,
but
or is that the thing? Is there's no more vendors? You got to go get it.
Oh,
is that why it's so cheap?
That might actually be it. I didn't think about that. Cutting jobs.
Be able to feed a family of 4 at a game for $27. I mean, for the NFL, that's fucking.
That's stupid cheap.
I've been to Ford Field. That was easy. That was a Benjamin. That was.
Dude, Ford Field 2004.
I was by myself.
2004 when I went and saw
me and my buddy.
Not including what I spent on booze before we walked in the door. I want to say we dropped $250 easy.
Wow.
$250.
Falcons are hoping to make it up on volume.
Hey, you know what?
They're hoping it'll drive ticket sales. All right, nothing in here about firing all the vendors.
Well, you know, it's funny because I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, are the Falcons that hard up for ticket sales?
It says they've been having a harder time selling seats in the Upper Bowl for its new stadium, the most expensive seats at their 45 grand PSLs on the 50-yard line. Oh, they're sold out. So they've already got their most expensive. They got the 45 grand a pop seats sold out, but they're having a hard time selling tickets in the Upper Bowl.
I mean, I could see that. Atlanta's kind of like New York in this. Atlanta is pretty much New York in the South. It has its very wealthy areas, but then it's got its real poor areas too. So I could see that in Atlanta.
I was just thinking the other day, I've been to Atlanta a whole bunch of times since I've had this new job because Delta's got a hub in Atlanta, but I don't think I've been outside of the airport in Atlanta since I was like 10.
Last time I drove to Florida when I was married with the ex-wife, she's like, oh my God, she's driving. She goes, oh, we're so low on gas and I need to use the bathroom. And I'm like, I was like asleep. That's the only way I'd let her drive. Like, okay, well, I guess just pull over and the next place says they have a rest stop, gas station, whatever. So she pulls over. I didn't realize that we're in like Atlanta. We're taking 75 through Atlanta. We're not taking 375 around Atlanta. Get in.
Oh, so you're in like the ATL.
Yeah, get out of the car. And I'm like, I'll go in and I go in to get whatever I'm getting. And I'm looking and I'm like, little plastic roses, shoelaces, socks, 3XL and bigger shirts. Charboy, we're in the hood. Hurry up, piss, and fill the car. We're getting the fuck out of here.
You know you're in the hood when you can buy a new T-shirt at the gas station, dude. When they got freshly wrapped T-shirts at the gas station, you are in the hood.
And they come in like 3 sizes, 3X, 4X, 5X. They come in 2 colors, white and black. Yep. Oh yeah, shit. I'm not even bullshitting. Some of the now, these aren't party stores here in Michigan. Here in Michigan, we call them party stores because you can't buy in the Metro Detroit area booze at gas stations unless they're grandfathered in. So that's how come sometimes you see it. But it's an older gas station who's had the license forever, and they're not giving that shit up.
A lot of them up north.
Yeah, oh yeah, up north you can do it. But, excuse me. So we have what we call party stores, which you have to buy your booze and everything. That's where you see a lot of that at. When you go to a gas station that has everything I just named, that's not selling booze, but has a counter selection of glass pieces, and not all of them are for weed, you know you're in the hood.
Dude, that's like every gas station south of fucking 7 Mile at this point. In
Dude,
Detroit.
there's gas stations in Redford, in Westland, in Wayne. It's like that now, dude. Seriously, there's it's a smoke shop.
I was talking with I was trying to explain to my girlfriend. She's from Jersey, you know, and the whole Mile Road thing, and she's been out here almost a year. Like, she's starting to pick up on the mentality of the place, this is funny. I told her, like, if you're gonna find any progressive people, they're in this corner of the state. And she's like, what? I was like, they might be over in Oakland County. I was like, but if there's any progressive people in Michigan, they are nestled in this southeastern corner. And she's like, holy shit. These are the progressive people? I'm like, yeah, we might never have to go up north.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at the view. Do not express your views. Just look at the view and let's get out of here.
Yeah, but I was just trying to explain to her, it's like how all the mile roads have like shifted up from 20 years ago. Like 9 miles to new 8 Mile, 8 miles to new 7 Mile.
Pretty much.
We're still talking about sports. Oh, yeah, we're talking Atlanta Falcons. With the cheap food.
And then we got off on just hood shit. But yeah, no, hey, you know what? More power to them. I support them.
Hey, at least somebody. You don't have to get a personal loan. Don't have to visit the bank.
Well, we know that, one, they're not going to lower their ticket prices. That's not going to happen. I mean, there was a little bit of a stink here locally because the Lions, well, they're the Lions, and they raised their ticket prices, but they raised them the least in a...
They raised ticket prices for that bullshit?
Oh, yeah. I think like all over it was like the 10% price increase on tickets. And fans were bitching, and people were like, well, you don't have a right to bitch. And it's like, yeah, you fucking do. And you know how you vote?
We're the one paying you with the wallet.
You don't go. Exactly.
But we won't do that around here. We've proven, even even in the fucking 0-16 days, like, that's what people don't get around here. If you stop going. But I think we've forgotten that as a society, that our wallets are biggest, vote.
Yeah, but also sports has learned its lesson.
Well, just with anything, our wallet's the biggest vote.
Sports has learned its lesson and started going to the actual game an event. Not necessarily because of the game, but because of everything at the game. You have a fucking Ferris wheel at Comerica Park. You would never see that 50 years ago in a brand new ballpark. It was just, you don't go to the ballpark to go for rides.
Well, dude, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie, there was a few Tiger games in my mid-20s where we were in our seats for like an inning because we were just getting hammered at the bar.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it was like a big group of us. Women were involved. We were just there to get hammered.
Oh, dude.
Oh, and there's a baseball game going on.
When I had season tickets every fucking time the Red Sox or the Yankees came into town, you had people you would never see at the ballpark, and they'd show up.
It's the Tigers!
And these chicks are decked out like they're going to like some fucking club, and these like just douchebag guys are sitting there, and they're just like,
hey man, if you're single, summertime, Tiger Game's a good place to pick up, or at least have a couple drinks with some strange women.
Yeah. If you got a little bit of game, you can have some fun. But
my thing is, I needed the loudmouth friend. He'd get us in. I was the personality. I was just shitty at breaking the ice, so I needed the icebreaker. Here, you get their attention, and I'll slide in with the personality.
See, now you're making me think maybe the podcast needs to take a field trip. Because I just don't give a fuck. So, not giving a fuck goes a long way towards breaking the ice.
There you go.
But, and it was just like, it was literally, I remembered quotes about the LA Dodgers. And that was, show up in the third, leave by the sixth, and you pay attention. You're in your seat for maybe half an inning between those two. And it's like, that's how it was. And
we would stay and get hammered until people in Comerica Park jackets were going, excuse us, trying to close here.
Yeah, we want to go home. We love our families. You need to leave.
Yeah. Can't drink anymore. You've drank all the alcohol.
They stopped you anymore. Yeah, they stopped serving it. What, the seventh inning because of that shit? The end of the seventh?
Yeah, but that's when you fucking give me 4 beers.
Oh no, they put a cap on it, dude.
Oh, you can't do that shit anymore.
I think you can.
Hey, when I was going, it was like, hey man.
Oh, the Hurricanes? Yeah, we used to get
it's just compare. No, we learned to stagger it. It was like, all right, last calls in half an hour. It's like every 5 minutes, just go get 2 beers. Straight up. By the end.
You really were not paying attention to anything going on the field, were you?
Dude, man, I'm telling you, from 23 to 28, I got hammered like it was my fucking job.
Didn't we all, though? I mean, when at the point?
Dude, I referred to it at the time of my life when I was on the 7-day plan with the bar. We knew where there was a beer special or a ladies' night every fucking night of the week.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that, but I understand how that goes.
Oh man,
believe me, I've been there a few times.
So much money just spent. It took us back too. I was delivering pizzas, so it just. I'm working tomorrow. I'll make more. Got the money in my pocket now. But when I first moved back to Michigan too, and I still had some money in the bank for my radio job. Because when we started this band, we all had good jobs that we quit
there you
to
go.
be in the band. But it was still the first couple of months. It was we'd all go to the bar and throw down our debit cards and just be like, "I got the first 100, you got the next 100." It was like that kind of shit.
Well, see, how you don't have 8 illegitimate children, I don't know. If I had that much money to throw around.
Simple. When you're that sloppy drunk, no one wants to talk to you and your dick don't work anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the thing. We were like a fucking 8-legged monster, just loud, obnoxious. Someone got us home. Usually wasn't me.
I got you. No Uber in those days.
No, man. Dude, I can't imagine if the first thing I thought when I took an Uber, where was this when I was 21? How many of my friends would not have DUIs if this shit would have been around?
Most.
Yeah. We're not talking about sports again. We're talking about drinking like it was a sport.
Well, I mean, hey, man, it's a sports lifestyle. It's part of the lifestyle.
Okay, for talking about just getting hammered at Tigers games.
Well, I mean, but isn't that part of the lifestyle, though? I mean, that's really what they sell you when you turn on the TV. It's not fucking commercials for higher education between innings.
No, it's
it's hey, here's the car, and here's the booze, and here's this, and here's that. I mean,
we've taken a beer and put tequila in it.
I mean, it's not uniquely American, but we have like peanut butter and chocolate, sports and partying. What is a Super Bowl party? No one half the people at the Super Bowl party don't watch the game.
Oh, hell no.
It's just a reason to party.
Yeah, that's the first and last football game they're watching that season.
Exactly.
Sidetracking again, but I got to share this. Yesterday, I'm at the beer store. I'm buying a 6-pack, and I'm looking in the cooler, but I hear this dude come in, and I hear him ask, I need your tallest bottle of Jägermeister. And all I could think of is like, dude, I want to fast forward 24 hours and then come back to right now and be like, this is where it all went wrong. I just was thinking like, man, I wonder is just what is about to happen. And it's like, I wanted to just follow that guy and just see what was about to happen.
I can't lie, back in my my drinking days.
Like, is this story going to end with somebody pregnant, in jail?
Well, that's what we used to say.
Both.
It wasn't a party until someone got in a fight, something got broken, and someone got knocked up. Then it was a bash. And I've went to more than a few bashes in my lifetime. So, I have had some nights where, like, in my drinking days where I go to the liquor store and I'll be like, put my just ridiculous amount of beer up there and be like, I'm going to need a fifth of this and a pint of this and a pint of this. People behind me, damn, where the party at? I'm like, no party. Just don't have to work tomorrow.
It's a quiet Friday night in.
You know what? It's hockey night in Canada tonight. It's a doubleheader. I got to make sure I got enough.
Dude, I'm just, as a former consumer of Jägermeister, I was just like, oh, like I heard that. I was like, oh, man, shit is about to go down.
It's like, no, not the fifth. I need the one with the handle.
Yeah.
I need a liter.
The novelty one that you're really not supposed to sell, but I'm telling you, money's no object.
Yeah, pretty much. Those are, oh, God. I don't miss the next days of those. Let's put it that way.
Dude, yeah, I had a day like that Saturday. Like, I found these beers that were like 12%, and I drank 3 of them, and I stayed up a little bit too late than I should have because I had to get up a little too early for a flight. And I woke up in that twilight of, I'm not drunk, but I'm not hungover.
You're in the middle, yeah.
I was just fucked up. My stomach was like, the whole time, I just felt like I was going to vomit. I just hair of the dogged it, man.
Hey, the only place no one will look down on you for drinking is 7 in the morning, an airport bar.
No, I got upgraded on both my flights. So it was first class. So I had a nice comfy seat.
So you just bring them?
Put the cold air on my face. Because I bought a thing of Tums and I just ate like the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Still feeling like shit. I was like, there's only one way out of this. Well, 2 ways. I was like, I'm not hurling in the airplane bathroom. I was like, so we're taking the other way out.
You don't want to put your face where they hermetically seal someone's ass to it?
It's just screwdrivers. Let's go.
Did you? You know what? This story for off air, but I was just like, how the fuck did you get to your destination once you got from the airport to your destination? A cab?
Oh, old lady picked me up.
Oh, you were on your way home.
Yeah, I was on my way home.
I thought you were on your way to somewhere.
Oh, no, yeah, I was coming back.
Like, I can imagine you just pissy drunk, just like, I need to pick up my rental car. And I'm like, sir, it don't work that way.
I'm sure that's had to happen to them.
Why do you smell like Bob Probert in the 80s? Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
All right. We have derailed. We went, see, this is what, okay, just a little behind the scenes for anyone who actually gives a fuck. We're actually in studio together for the first time in a long time, and this is what the fuck happens with us. And I'm bone sober, so I can't even chalk it up to I'm drinking or I'm high or something, so this is bad, because we have derailed completely off of sports, man.
Oh, yeah, sports was like...
Sports? What's the name of this place?
Sports was 20 minutes ago.
So, Sporgy. We're not talking about sports anymore. Hey, you ever had an orgy? You know?
Yeah. We talk all the sports. We talked all the sports we want to talk.
Yeah, this was definitely a sports and lifestyle episode.
Yeah, well, casual sports fans. We sure as shit kept it casual.
If you enjoy this show and want more people to know about it, head on over to iTunes, leave a comment, and rate it 5 stars. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Just search for Christopher Media. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Most importantly, we would like to take the time to extend an extra special thanks to you. Christopher Media could not exist without your support. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
With 24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.
It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
With 24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.